What up? It's Jay Lee here, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been feeling like I've been kind of like stuck in a rut like the past few months. Like I haven't been making anything, like creating nothing, and that's bothering my spirit a bit because for the longest time I've always wanted to just make stuff, make videos, do arts and all that stuff. And it's like there's not an opportunity better than now where a lot of that stuff is like getting popular. I won't even say getting popular. It's like it's becoming the thing, and it's like I don't know. I guess it's like that's my passion. I feel like that's my purpose, right? I feel like putting my face on the camera and just doing whatever and showing my personality. But recently, I've been feeling stuck. I haven't been feeling real motivated. I don't really understand why. I feel like I have to put all these pieces like straightly like together in this like complete puzzle, and then maybe I'll understand it. But at the same time, it's like I'm still just I don't paused. Like have you ever heard this have you ever heard the musical, or you ever like seen or like watched the musical In the Heights, where Benny's like telling Usnavi like he's stuck to the corner like a street light? I feel like it's kind of been like that because I haven't posted anything in such a long time. I don't know. So I'm like, just fuck it. Got this mic. I'm in my natural habitat. Like I don't even got a shirt on. I got a bonnet on right now. Like I'm at home. I'm chilling. Just talk about it a little bit. It's interesting, like the cycles you'll go through when it comes to like wanting to do something. Because you get all this motivation, and then you realize the motivation isn't what's okay. Let me get my words together. You realize the motivation isn't what is not. How do you say it? The motivation is not the thing that's going to get you through like your project or your passion, whatever. You just have to do it. You just have to do it because you can't sleep, you can't think, you can't do whatever until you do whatever it is you got to do. And it's like I'm there, but also I'm not there. It's like I'm in a momentary I'm in a momentary pause. I keep saying pause, but that's what it really feels like. Cause I want to create, I want to do stuff. That's why I just grabbed my phone and got this microphone and talking right now. I just feel like I got to get this out, but at the same time, I don't. It just feels so far away. I guess I don't know. Everything is there. Like I know what I got to do. I have a couple things planned already, but it's like still I haven't really started any of the process of making anything. So I guess this is what that video is. This is what this video is. This is kind of me like venting and kind of getting it out of my head, so that I've actually made something, so I can get started on making stuff. It's just I just been feeling real sedative, like just lost. I guess lost in my own head, lost in like the willingness. Be like another thing too. Another thing too is like, is anybody gonna watch this stuff? Like I've made tons. Like I made a lot of videos nowadays. Not even nowadays. I've made a lot of videos in the recent like year or so like that, and it's like nobody watches it. and it's, that's kind of demotivating. It's like you put your effort into a lot of this stuff, and it's, nobody really wants to pay attention. But I also realized by saying that, nobody's owed. I'm not owed anybody's attention too. I got to just keep going, and that's kind of like the trick of it, right? That's the insanity of this whole thing, is that until you're seen, you just have to keep going as if you're already seen, and that's wild. Because unlike what anybody says, they say don't look into the analytics, just keep going, keep grinding and stuff like that. You're going to look into the analytics. You're going to see how your video does. You're going to wonder if people are actually looking at this stuff or not. It happens. It doesn't matter what advice you take from any sort of like guru, or like, I don't know, like any sort of like YouTube connoisseur, YouTube fucking whatever. You're going to do the exact thing they say not to do, because that's just our nature. When you decide that you're gonna be a YouTuber, when you decide you're gonna start posting shit, you're gonna look at those numbers. You're gonna look and see if it's actually popping or not. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because that means if you actually do look at the stuff, I'm realizing this too. When you actually do look at the stuff, you realize who's actually, trying to check you out, and what you have to do to get better, I guess. But at the same time, it's when I say, like, when I tell you that stuff is still like, oh my god. Looking at those zeros, looking at those like ones, twos, threes, ain't nobody watching your ass. That shit is still kind of demoralizing, but it's just, you got to keep going. I got to keep going. And I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. This is the only thing I've ever wanted to do for real. I've always wanted to make videos, even this like home movie chop impromptu stuff like this. I'm still happy with this. Ain't all specially edited, or done up with a fucking bow on top. It's just a phone, this mic, just venting. With my shaky ass hand that can't keep the camera still. Probably won't still pop. It probably won't pop up, but still. Not even looking at the fucking lens. Looking at myself. Just because I'm talking to myself. But also I'm talking to y'all. Whoever is watching this, whoever, this video goes out to. Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep doing. We'll get there. We'll get there.